Hello. Hello, Christina. Oh, Vicky. And Vicky, as I was setting this up, I just saw the picture of your rocks. So I haven't gotten to look at that really closely, but I'll go see what you guys did with your words of the year. But I'm going to share an idea on what I have done. So hello and welcome. I have not been on Periscope for a while, so I'm feeling a little nervous tonight because I didn't write any notes. I'm just kind of winging it. So here we are, new year. Yes, hello Karen, Vicky, yay. Good to see everyone. I thought I would pop on tonight to share what I have done in the past. Oh, in fact, I'm looking for it with the words of the year, because I have seen, hello Jessica. I have seen that as a really popular idea, kind of cycle every year in January, people picking words for their year. It has actually been a long time since I picked a word for the year. I did it back in 2008 and in 2010, but I really did feel compelled to do so this year. So first I'll introduce myself. My name is Mary Wilson. I know there's a lot of new people here. I am a homeschooling mom of 4 kids. They are 13, 11, 8, and 6. And I have a blog at notbefore7.com. I actually blogged about my word already today and I published it. So you can read more about the word I picked this year if you're interested. And I also have a Facebook page for the blog. So when I picked words in the past for the year, one thing I did that I really like is I had them hand stamped on silver jewelry to wear. So the first word I ever did in 2000, let's see if I can get this, 2008 was the word purpose. And that was really meaningful for me that year. I actually reprinted that on my blog just this week, explaining it. And I had it hand stamped on this piece of jewelry. At that time, I ordered it from a place called the Vintage Pearl. But recently, I have discovered Funky Jean Designs. And I did receive a necklace from her. I actually won a contest and I was really happy with it. And her prices are really reasonable compared to a lot that are out there. So this is one that I am recommending if you want to order a hand stamp piece for your word this year. So yeah, Jeanette is fantastic who does this site. And then the word I had in 2010 was rest, and I had it put on a little flower instead. I'm not sure how well you can see that in the light, but there's rest. So they both hang together on a little charm. The original one came with a little white pearl, but you can order any stone that you want. I'm sorry, I'm trying to turn it. And there they hang together. So yeah, rest. That year, so I was going to tell a little bit about those 2 years. The first one was purpose, and I think I was kind of struggling with this whole idea of being at home with the kids and not working anymore, and just really struggling with God's purpose. And that was that year. And then rest, I brought up from the basement. I was in the middle, I was reading my Bible straight through for the first time. I think that was the first time I did that. And I also read this book that year. I cannot recommend this book enough. This is called Breathe. It is by Carrie Wyatt Kent, Creating Space for God in a Hectic Life. And that book, combined with my reading through the Bible, just really changed a lot of my life practices and philosophies, and hence came the word rest, where I began to just rest in being enough as we were, as I was, as we were as a family, and not feeling like I constantly had to fill space and do more and be more. It was a pretty amazing year. So this year I have picked the word faith, and I am working with Funky Jean Jean Designs to actually add another charm to the necklace. This one I think is going to be a rectangle, but a fatter, shorter rectangle than the one I have with Purpose. And I actually am having her kind of batter the edges around the rectangle. She did that a little bit on a necklace I ordered. It was just kind of smashed a bit because that's kind of where I feel with Faith at this time. Oh, it looks like people got kicked off and back on. It's just I've had what I would consider in the last few months a real seismic shift in my thinking about God and the Bible. And I have created myself a little space to consider some of my questions and explore some of my thoughts, both personally and with a small group of friends who, in a kind of judgment-free zone, are able to talk about those things without being defensive and without criticizing or trying to tell me what to think. So yes, I should write it down because I'm sitting here talking about my word for this year, and I did say it was faith, but that way I'm putting it up there. My word this year. And Vicki, I know you and I have had some good discussions. You're one of my people. So I'm just committing that to the forefront of my mind this year to continue to give myself permission, I guess, and the space I need to just process some of those thoughts and to be more comfortable and secure in my way of thinking. So I have a bunch of books that I've been making lists to read from people that I've talked to, and I've just been back in my Bible. I'm going to start with the Gospels this year and just read Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John again, and just continue to focus on that this year. And yes, Chantel, I would love to see other people's scope about their words. It's always fun to hear what people are focusing on for their year. And again, I haven't even done it in 6 years, so it's not something that's necessary or required, but there are just time periods in my life where I feel like something has really been brought to the front of it, and I do want to give that focus. So I guess it was Purpose in 2008 and Rest in 2010, and this year I'm really going to focus on faith. So that is my goal, but I really have to want to share the idea of the necklace with you guys because I know a lot of people are doing that. So it was just a little thought in case you have a word that really means something to you and you would wear it around your neck. And it's, a simple design. So you can really wear it with anything, and that's what I really like too. Yeah, it is, and I should have taken some notes to really share, but if anyone was interested, I did take some time to finally write on my neglected blog and put into words some of the faith. I have to be honest, I haven't blogged a lot about the actual philosophy and seismic shift in my faith, because I feel like that's still kind of a personal journey that I'm taking, but I have a feeling that people will see more of that this year. I intend to do that. So I think that's everything tonight. We started our new routine this week, so sometime this week I'll talk about the morning reading time and what we're reading and how's it going. Yes, big seismic shift, and I think you understand when I say that. So thanks for tuning in tonight, guys. Thanks for all the snowflakes. If you use #winter, you'll get snowflakes when people tap the screen. I just learned from Julie Bogart recently that I think you can give up to 500 snowflakes or hearts in one Periscope, which I will mention really quick. Julie Bogart assigned that on her Coach Julie Bogart in December. So if you're part of the Alliance, and if not, you can check it out here. And that's part of the coaching that she's giving out there, is talking about things like this. So that's all, and you're welcome for sharing, and I would love to see if some of you scope about your word. Put it on Facebook in Brave Scopes, or if I'm following you, I'm sure it'll come up in my notifications. All right, guys, thanks a lot. Have a good night. Let's see. I like to flip the camera so it doesn't end